Jesus.
Hi, everybody. We're back.
Are you okay? Can I leave you?
No.
Can I leave you alone now?
We
We're
can't
not
be
okay.
left
We can never leave.
unsupervised.
No one's okay. No one's okay.
Oh my god, I was weeping.
Oh, that hurts so much. Is that what Joker Toxin is like? Jesus
Yes.
Christ!
Apparently.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Dinner at a Game where
Oh,
we completely lost the plot before
Oh.
we even started today.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm crying.
oh, it hurts. Hey, at least I got my ab workout for the day.
Yeah.
Truly. See, so if I just do that every Wednesday, we'll all be jacked by Gen Con.
I'm here for it.
Oh,
Let's
we
go.
You know what? No, that's gonna be two things that are gonna be
That's the name
jacked.
of the workout. Jacked by
Especially
Gen
with all,
Con.
especially with all the
Jacked by
squats.
Gen Con.
With all the squats I'm up to 90 a day.
Okay, hydrate. I have nothing weird today. Just water because we're dying.
We have a hydrate.
We have
It-
to
it-
hydrate. We
To
need
be
to
honest,
hydrate.
that's something normal. So for you, that is weird. So therefore,
I
you
know.
have something weird.
That's true.
That's true.
Once again, the transitive properties has made things
Transitive properties of eat my ass.
of eat my ass. Wait.
And we lost the cameras. God damn it.
What the hell?
It's
Hang on a
fine. We'll be
second. What's going on?
Oh no.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Why is there two of me?
How did you join twice?
I
don't
Oh my god, it's his evil twin. He's gonna be nice to us and not kill everyone in the city.
Fuck.
All right, we're back. Holy
Got rid-
shit! What was that? That was terrifying.
That is weird.
There are some concepts in the universe that should not be able to be duplicated, and I am one of them. Oh shit. All right, folks. Welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where we're all adults. And we did not and Sphinx did not pretend to molest himself, which made me laugh so hard that I kicked my power strip out of the wall.
Who was pretending?
As Milagros and I sang Voice to Men's I'll Make Love to You.
Someone's got to do it.
Because
I mean, I would, but I'm too far away right now.
Because
I
when we
know.
were before,
That Sam's theme song, ordained by the universe for his entire life, is "I'll Make Love to You" by Boyz II Men, and he cannot change it.
It's true.
what would happen was every time we come on, we come on 30 minutes early at least to do a tech check, where we get everything set up and fix any problems and try and get everything right, so we don't have issues, which we always have anyway. So I think we're gonna
Keep doing them.
keep doing them anyway. But anyway, so while we have tech chat, we of course chat, because that's who we are. And the conversation turned to what was the song that came out on that was number one on your birthday. And so for me, it was The Temptations.
Just My Imagination.
Just My Imagination by The Temptations, because I am the oldest one in the world. Val, what was yours again?
It was Your Kisses on My List by Hall & Oates.
Yep. And then Lissa, what's yours?
Oh shit! It was Milli Vanilli.
That's right.
I forget what the title is.
Right. Girl, I'm gonna miss you.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
I'm
Miss You by Milli Vanilli. And Milagros, what was yours?
Unpretty. Sorry, I'm still dying. Unpretty by TLC.
And so, but all that being said, the most incredible song on anyone's birthday that was number one at the time, Sam wins, hands down, with Boyz II Men, I'll Make Love to You. At which, when we found out in the call, we all started singing it. Except Sam.
Yes.
Because
I was
Sam's
too busy laughing.
Yeah, 'cause he was dying.
And so that started this whole process, and this was like right before we went live. So I started this whole laughing, rolling fit, and then I hit the live button, and Milagros started singing it again, and Sphinx started molesting himself, and I lost my shit.
Like, not in the gross way, in the funny way.
No, it was like a SpongeBob.
Sphinx
pretty
is all
sure
kinds
it
of
was a-
gross way. I
I'm
don't want to
pretty
get
sure
arrested.
it was a bit
Right,
of SpongeBob at one point of like the guy being like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
It was the comedy way.
Yes.
which still gets people arrested, but he should be able to get off with a good lawyer.
Better than getting off a good lawyer.
Phrasing.
I mean, both things can be
Difference?
true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Going
let's
into
go.
Better Call
Okay.
Saul season
Okay.
7.
Better Call Saul Stevens season 7. So if you want to see the faces we were making, did you put that in the cast chat, or did you put it
It's in the cast chat, but I will share it on
Yeah.
the regular.
You can go to our Discord. Oh my god. You can go to our Discord and see, we have cast things for every single cast channel, and then we have regular channels for each one of our shows. And Liz took a screenshot just as we were all dying, and right as the stream went down. So, bang. It's right
Yes,
there.
and I got a lovely one of just the pure joy on Ray's face as he froze.
as I had a stroke to go along with my seizure.
And then what you all missed behind the scenes was we spent the next pretty much 15 minutes
Trying to
Dying.
recover.
Just die.
Failing to recover.
Yeah,
and
failing to
through the
recover.
transitive power of laughter, we killed Sam and M's cat.
No,
Figuratively,
I was
not
laughing so
literally.
hard. She put the cat on the back of the chair trying to comfort me, and I'm rocking back and forth so hard she jumped off.
We killed the cat.
And then M came in and scolded us all. Because she's
Yes.
the only adult.
No, she
I
was
was very
concerned because she's seen me in laughing fits. And she said, she reminded me, like, the last one you had, you were going for like an hour and a half.
And you dislocated a rib somehow. You're not supposed to be able to dislocate a rib, but somehow you dislocated a rib.
No,
your everything.
no, but I gave myself an 8-pack on accident for the next 24 hours.
Just a swelling. Okay, we gotta stop this shit.
We
Okay.
gotta breathe, we gotta breathe.
We are recovered, and we are here to play a role-playing game.
Yeah, we are.
Oh fuck. So, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dinner and a Game, where nothing is serious and the points are made up. So please do whatever you want. Just
Ooh,
kidding.
Is that where they were going with this? I'm down.
So tonight we are going to be playing our fantasy set RPG called Kingdoms of Mist. This game was made because I wanted to play in a game world loosely referenced off of the amazing movie from Disney. Oh, is it Disney? It is Disney,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
I think
the
it's-
the amazing movie Treasure Planet, one of my favorite films, and I wanted us to be able to have a higher fantasy setting, though. So what I did is I kind of created my own version of the world for Treasure Planet, but we kind of left everything more ambiguous and open-ended, as all these amazing people have come in and helped me create the actual content in the world itself. So what happened, however, recently is with everything that came with the stuff with the OGL and D&D and everything like that, we decided we wanted to move away from the standard of D&D 5e. Pathfinder was still there, but at the same time, we knew that there might be problems in the future with Pathfinder had things kept on going the way they were going. So we decided we were going to try something completely out of the box. Sphinx and Sam had both played this system before, and they highly recommended it. So we decided we were going to relaunch the show under West. Dun dun dun. Sphinx, how do you have your camera flipped? I need to do that.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
But-
mine's backwards, but yours is forwards.
Haha!
Aha!
Uh-huh.
But West is an amazing game. I thought it was off the Power by the Apocalypse system, but it's actually not, is it?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's its own
That's own-
entire thing.
It's got its own system. It is basically a game to have a high fantasy setting with very smooth and easy to learn mechanics, and it has a great system that only uses one freaking dice for everything. And so this system is designed to where you're not going to have 15-hour combats. That's both a good and a bad thing, because that means that combat in this system, if you get into it, is really serious. Everyone in this party, no matter how much power they have, is limited to one factor. They have 10 fucking hit points. That's it. Now, there are certain classes and everything like that that can let you ignore types of damage, that can let you mitigate damage, stuff like that. So, you know, those are your tanky classes. But, like, even them, if they get hit with a good shot from a monster or something like that, yeah, it can be over in one blow. So this system is designed to be fast, but it also is way different from D&D in the fact that they have different types and levels of monster. Because you have, like, grunts who are one-hit wonders, where you come in and get hit once, they're out. And then you have, like, minions who are a little bit stronger. Then you have sub-bosses, and you have bosses. So it's kind of like
The bosses are subs?
No.
Nice.
There's
That's
a
very-
sub.
that's very
There's a sub for
progressive.
every boss.
That's very nice. Okay, nice.
There you
Oh,
go.
the
Good
bosses
for
are
them.
tops.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good for them. So the bosses
the
all have
bosses
a
are
sub.
tops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bosses have a collection of bottoms.
Collection of bottoms, yeah. They sometimes to make them feel a little bit better, they call them lieutenants.
Interesting.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
Whatever
Hold
works.
on a minute.
Interesting.
You know, that's exactly what it means, Sam.
Who's gonna take responsibility for him? I think it has to be Val, right? He's captain.
It has to be on the captain.
Rip.
Yep.
Good fucking luck with that, brat.
Well, you remember, for a long time, Cassie was the only one keeping, or Callie was the only one keeping track of him.
That's true. That's true.
And yet at the same time, Drake was also babysitting Callie to make sure Callie didn't get into things that she couldn't get out of.
Except last game, no one was babysitting Callie.
Yeah.
And
Which
speaking
was
of
a
things going
mistake.
in and out, it is session 64, so stay tuned.
Phrasing.
What do you
Well, that
think
was
the
the point.
joke is? What do you think
Look,
the
at
joke
64.
is?
We're still 5 episodes out. Give it
Yeah,
time.
stay tuned, because we're almost there.
Oh my god. So, thank you all for coming in and sitting with us through this chaos. I have exhausted myself lapping, so we're just going to call it now.
No.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you very much for my close-up, Milagros.
I think it's lovely. You look so happy.
You look really happy.
It's so
very cool.
cute.
I needed happy today. So,
Yes.
but when we left off, our heroes, there has been a lot happening.
Oof.
For the full breakdown for Kingdom Mist, there is a tagged feature in the Kingdom Mist, I think it's in the RP channel, that has a link back to all the lore pages, and I think it has a link to Martin Lagos's in-character notes from Utopia. Which
is also getting a full Obsidian vault so that I can build out my notes for the novelization of this first part of the campaign. I'll be working on it for Camp NaNoWriMo, so that's going to be in April, but we are getting a novelization of the entire everything that happened on Elatras is going to be in prose and easier to read.
I was just thinking about it. 3-8. There is 190 hours
Yeah.
of this campaign right now.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go back through the YouTube collection and start dividing it into sections of storylines so people can find a place to jump in. Like when Drake, Lex, and Callie joined us, I think is a really good spot for people to join at.
Yeah.
So I want to go and separate that out and see what what episodes they're in. But all that being said, let's go ahead and say hi to these people real quick, because I think we've all covered enough oxygen to get to our brains so we can actually speak
Never.
clearly.
Never.
I was hoping so. So, thanks.
Yo,
How are you doing?
I am better. The day was a long one, and I'm glad to be here with these lovely, beautiful people. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time tonight. It's gonna be a good time tonight.
And who are you going to have a good time playing tonight?
I am playing Valestein, or Captain, Fantasy Captain Daddy Valestein Okal, our psionic bard, triple-souled
Dude.
dad, the party dad,
Fantasy Daddy.
fantasy daddy, and yeah, we are figuring this whole scenario out, and yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Milagros,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm fan-fucking-tastic. And I will be playing Utopia Aster Okal, our invoker / fighter, and also the note taker and possibly babysitter. But she's very tall, so I don't know if the kids are gonna like her very much. She's 19, so she's not that far off from it. She's in her late teens, but she's very fucking tall. So I don't know how they're gonna
You're
feel
tall.
about that. She is a tall. She's always been a tall.
Oh shit! I just had a thought. Remember how hard it was for Camille with all those kids?
Oh
Ooh.
no!
And you want to bring another gaggle of children?
But I want to bring them to V.
Yeah, we don't
I
want
think,
we'll
I
take
think
care
your
of them.
fiance will kill you, or your girlfriend will kill you if you bring them back to her.
Yes, and I would like to survive till we get to Kyrell and then die over there. So, they're going to V. She has the room. She has space. It's fine.
Yeah, space, but only if they're not taken over by demons.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I swear to God. I swear to God, if we find out that that's what, like, oh, by the way, guys, we're gonna. Oh, would you look at that?
Oh.
Then, okay,
Demons.
Council, you said that we could stay for another 6 hours, and in those 6 hours, we found all those children, and now you have to deal with them. Bye!
Deuces.
We're finding these kids somewhere. We're finding them somewhere, god damn it.
This bitch empty. We're gonna yeet ourselves now.
Lissa,
Hello. Hi.
hi. How are you?
Hello. I'm wonderful now. I get to hang out with some people I love. I've killed myself laughing. It's gonna be a great day.
And who are you playing for this group?
I am going to be playing Lex, our fighter. That is the only thing she does. She fights.
She takes something big and heavy and hits someone else with it.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. And
Sometimes the big and heavy thing is another person.
Sometimes the big and heavy thing is herself.
that's true. Oh,
That
you did
also-
take some of that, didn't you?
I did take some of that.
Yeah,
you can
and I
basically.
I can do as much damage as my weapon. A whole 2 points.
Oh,
and I can still enchant. There's something, not permanently, but I can still enchant a weapon temporarily, which means I can enchant Lex and
My
just make
body is
Lex
my
hit
weapon.
harder. Let's go.
I did look further into that, and I do have some bad news.
No.
oh.
It only works that way for you.
Damn.
Doesn't it just
That
you
would
have to
be
be
so
holding
fun.
on to the weapon?
Yes.
So if she's
Okay,
gonna
so that's what the whole
swing
thing is.
Lex at people,
Yeah, but the moment you let go, then it's gone.
That's fine. we
Okay,
won't let
just gotta
go.
hold Lex.
No,
Well, hold
as in, you enchant the weapon, and unless it is in your hands,
Okay.
Yeah.
the
Well, hold
weapon
hands.
is in your
Yeah.
hands.
Well, hold
Yeah,
hands.
It doesn't function.
Yeah, we'll hold hands and then
That's-
Lex can just start swinging, you know?
Yeah.
That's how that works.
We'll do the non-ice skating version of cracking the whip. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Ice skating version of cracking the whip.
It'll be great. It'll be great. Swing your partner, do-si-do.
My
think your
mind
partner
went
does the
somewhere
no
like
team.
immediate left field.
That's where we live. Sam, how are you?
Oh, my abs hurt, but it's fucking worth it.
No shit, it's fucking been amazing. So, who are you gonna play tonight?
Everyone's favorite asshole. I mean, rat bastard. Drake,
Hero.
the group's
Hero.
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 spy,
hero.
Specialist in tracking, stealth, and
Excuse
murder.
me, I would like to point out that the military doesn't call them spies; they call them intelligent officers. Lieutenant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. Intelligence officers and hitman.
Cleaner.
Don't forget the hitman.
Wet
Don't
work.
forget the hitman. Wet work.
Wet work. Now,
Wet
there's
work.
a better term for it.
Wet
Wet work.
Oh my god.
Plausible deniability.
Possible tonight.
He does not
Oh.
exist.
But Drake has intelligence?
Yes.
Oof.
One of the few people in this
Allegedly.
campaign that did. Thank you very much.
Oh my god. We
Which
left.
one?
What? Which one? I don't know. I make a list of them and I roll a d20, and whichever one comes up, that's the one I praise that day.
That's fair.
That's a fair way to do it.
So what you guys left off, and a lot of things that happened. You guys had kind of split up in the city, take care of different things. Lex and Drake, you two were off together,
Yes.
and then it was Utopia and Val
Mhm.
were back at the ship taking care of things.
Well, we had gone into the city to look for Callie, but when
Yes,
we
was Callie
No,
Yeah.
I was talking about during the session. You were back at the ship
Oh,
taking
yeah,
care of
yeah,
things.
Ooh,
And
do
then
you want me to-
Callie had wandered off by herself.
like she does.
Drake, what were you saying?
I was about to say, if you want, I can do the whole exposition thing I did last time to help give an overview.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Get a little bit of info. All right, here we go. Time runs low on the Spire for our group of heroes, as they have approximately less than 12 hours remaining. Two of the members, Drake and Lex, have gone off to the shadier sides of the city looking for additional aid, and finding it amongst one of the various and many mixtures of gangs known as the Pearls, to which they both had previous ties. They managed to form an alliance and get additional Marines at the cost of possible additional business with Utopia. However, all was not the same with the rest of the group, for while Utopia and Val oversaw the ship's repairs, Callie decided to go exploring. And after almost getting pickpocketed, started adopting the pickpockets of the streets and forming a small gang of her own. Now we rejoin the group as we find out what they are going to do with said children, and wondering exactly how Drake and Lex are going to react to all of this.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Real quick though, before we jump into the game itself, I do want to point out some things real fast. Just maintenance, I guess you'd say. Dinner in a Game is leaving the Twitch affiliate program. And as part of that process, we are setting up other ways to help support our stream. One of those ways is we are relaunching our Patreon, which you can find that's on this in our Twitch channel. I gotta get these links adapted out for all of our channels, but we're going to be going ahead. We've already set up our Patreon again. We're relaunching it, and this is going to be the main way we're going to try and keep our show supported. We are going to Gen Con this year. We're going to have a major presence in the gaming section, as we are going to be running multiple tables. We are going to be running D&D 5e, but we're also going to be running Quest, and we are going to be using the actual materials supplied by Material Components, which is another branch of our little company, and they produce actual 3D printed terrain for doing fantasy dungeons, stuff like that. And so we're going to be developing a bunch of adventures for different levels, and we're going to be running people through those adventures using our actual D&D products that we're going to be having on site at the show. So this is going to be kind of the debut for those items, and then we're going to be going to other cons during the year and actually having those for sale at different conventions, and we're going to be launching our website to sell those as well. So if you want to go to our Patreon, though, that's the best way you can support us right now as we get those things spun up. Also, another way to support us, and this is a minor way, but it's actually a way to support not just us, but an incredible company within the tea, and that is we have a partnership with a new coffee company because we love coffee and we're pretty much absolute addicted to it. But they also have an amazing line of teas, and that is Many Worlds Taverns. Yeah, really fucking good tea. Their chai, the masala chai, is stupid amazing.
It's what I'm drinking right now.
Absolutely. And I will tell you, after our last experience with our past coffee company we partnered with, we have done a lot to vet out who we're associating with now. Because the last experience was very, very upsetting when we found out some of the stuff they actually supported. And so we're doing our due diligence now and making sure that we have we're vetting out these companies. Like, we have a possibility for another actually decent promotion, but I'm still vetting out the company responsible for the product we're going to be promoting. So I'm not going to make any announcements on that until I finish the vetting process. But we're doing everything we can to give Dinner in a Game that little extra so we can do things like go to cons and support you guys on conventions so that we can actually put out the products we want to put out as a company. And so we can do it ethically and within the grounds that we want to do as. And the biggest point of all this is that these amazing people who you see on the screen, they sacrifice hours of be here. And we were paying our creators for a while, but that got very expensive very fast, and we now know that we need to have more support in order to do that, and that's why we're trying to build this whole retail arm for Dinner in a Game. And don't also forget that we do have Dinner in a Game merch, which includes things like intelligence is a dump stat, which is absolutely the slogan for this stream right here. Milagros doesn't look sad. She's been laughing so hard she's been crying for like about 30 minutes. So
Oh no, I don't look
This is
sad.
true.
I don't I don't look sad, sorry. I just resting bitch face because I'm looking through my Obsidian vaults for Kingdoms of Mist because I have to organize the session note stuff versus
you poor child.
Oh no,
Oh no, I'm doing everything
should
that's happened in the
see-
entire campaign.
you should see the association network she's built out. It looks like
Yeah.
it doesn't look like a spider web. It looks like literally a map of the cosmos.
Yeah, and that's for I have about 4 active different projects. But I'm organizing my notes based on like, what abilities I'm capturing everything because we're loaded. Like really loaded. We have a lot of loot that we accumulated before like Callie and Lex and Drake showed up that are just like in the bag of holding. We have like precious gems, gold, platinum bars. They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
So like,
what do you have,
would
like half a dozen gold platinum trade bars?
Yes, like I want to actually tally up how much shit we have, how long it's actually been in terms of time we actually experienced, not including the 3-month leap. And every NPC, because I have all their names, all the stuff they've done, where we met them, all that. And decided that Notion wasn't helping as much as I'd hoped, so I'm doing it in Obsidian and doing there's going to be an NPC hub. Every place is going to get its own kind of thing, and it's a lot of connections, but I think it's going to work a lot better than what I was trying to do with Notion, because that was really rigid and I was losing information.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I was just looking over that and being like, ooh, I have to. Ooh.
So as for how Boo is, no one knows because when Boo stops moving, he doesn't exist.
No, for real.
Because Boo is a mimic.
Yeah.
Literally,
Sure.
the rules for mimics say that if they don't move, you can't tell that they're there. They just look
Boo's
like
just-
something in the background.
We had to put Boo back in the
Yeah.
captain's quarters and be like, here, just hang out here for a while.
You absolutely have no idea where Boo is.
Oh
Is
fuck.
Boo still a coil of rope?
You don't know.
Oh my god.
Guys, we lost the mimic.
Yeah.
Who did Boo follow around the most?
It was Lex.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh no,
Didn't-
we're gonna
didn't
find
Lex-
Boo
Didn't
absorbing one
Lex
of the
wear Boo
pearls.
as a make Boo turn into a bag and wear Boo once?
That's right.
Yeah,
Did
Yeah.
you ever take the bag off?
I don't think so.
I think Boo's still draped around your neck.
Okay, Boo is still a bag around my neck.
Okay,
Nice.
perfect. Okay, at least we know where the mimic is.
Every now and then you hear a little. chirp.
Somebody tries to mug us. All right, hold on.
Yeah, go to that bag.
No, wait,
Boo,
wait.
go get
You
him.
can have my
Go get
bag.
him.
I'm sorry.
And then just Drake says, "Boo, snack time."
Boo, do your thing. Mommy will be waiting over here.
He'll be waiting over here. You just go down dark alleys to help reduce crime.
Oh no, it's the kids. It's more of the pickpocket kids.
Drake wouldn't do that to kids. Jesus.
No absorbing.
No, they do it to
children.
themselves because they try and steal stuff out of her bag.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But anyway, so you guys are, and you and Lex and Drake were going to. What were you guys looking for?
No, we were on our way back. We
That's
had
right.
dealt with the pearls.
That's
We've
right. That's
gotten
right. That's right.
the paid loyalty of the Marines for favors to be named later
Yep.
from the Aster.
Yep.
Yes, though we have no idea where the rest of the group is, so we
Yes,
are
we
heading
are.
back to the ship.
Yeah, we're getting back to the ship.
I got us free goons.
I got us 3 goons.
Free.
Free.
Yeah, it's nothing is ever free.
Utopia doesn't
Okay.
understand that.
Lex has to. Lex plans on 100% reminding them, your loyalty is paid to me. My loyalty is to him. Points at Val. So if he tells you to fucking do something, you're gonna fucking do it.
Or they won't find your body afterwards. I'll make sure of it.
And then Boo just starts
That's-
squirming around.
And Boo just starts
If
gurgling.
there's anything left of their body when I'm done.
Boo makes a rumbling sound like their
I
stomach's
don't know.
Yeah.
This new poison I've been working on seems to be able to dissolve bodies.
empty. No,
I'd
that's
love
what
to test
Boo
it
used.
out.
Remember, that was what Boo was used for when he was a member of the pirate crew. He was the Boo box.
The boot
Oh
box.
yeah, I know, but it's more of like Drake, like
Yes.
To be honest, I have no idea what this.
You
poison
didn't
does,
recognize
but I'd
that,
love
Val?
to find out.
No.
You didn't recognize that when I said it the
I-
first time?
No.
He was the
Oh my
Boo Box.
god. I love that so much. That makes it so much cooler now.
Boo was literally used as a means of punishment. He was the Boo box. And if anyone's ever seen Pan, there you go. All right, so you guys are last I remember, Callie had talked to
The
confectioner,
candy shop owner.
candy
yeah.
shop owner, and the candy shop owner had actually I think everyone was expecting him to be like upset and mean, but he had been trying to talk to these kids forever. He was literally trying to bribe them. He had been like saving all the end pieces from the candy rolls that he made, the hard candies and everything like that. He had been saving all the chips and everything like that, and he was trying to get them to talk to him, and he was trying to give them candy so he could get them to let them know that, you know, if they were willing to do stuff like work for him and do things like that, that he was willing to let them stay in his house rather than wherever they were staying, because he had no idea. And he was just trying to give them something that he hoped was better than what they had. And so it turned out to be a much different situation than I think anyone had reason to, suspect.
That is yet to be fully determined.
Yeah, he could still
Still
be.
need to talk to this Sylvester and find out the full story.
The biggest problem I think we're going to have tonight is the only person who has won the trust of the children almost completely was Callie. And unfortunately, Cassie is not feeling well, so we don't have a Callie.
Hold on, I may have a few tricks up my sleeve.
But Drake
Yeah,
is
just
tall.
like walk on your knees.
Drake is a tall, but Drake was once just like them.
Yeah, no, the kids are definitely of the opinion that the talls are the danger and the danger is bad. So
Yes.
Yes.
That's fair.
all right, so Callie comes out from the confectioner shop. The kids already saw you, Utopia.
Did they?
Yeah, remember you and Val had come
Yeah.
walking up?
And you guys got introduced. It's like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, they're tall, but they're not like the other talls. They're friends.
Yep. So As you
God.
guys are standing out there waiting for Callie to come out, one of the little girl who was following Callie around,
Penny.
yeah, she comes out and she looks up at you and she says, "What's that like?"
What light?
To be the way up there.
Oh, it's very fun. I can see everybody. You want to see all your friends from up here?
Yeah.
Okay. So Toby's gonna get down and scoop her up and put her on her shoulders and then stand up. And again, Utopia's almost 7 feet.
Yeah.
So
The first thing that happens is when you put her up there, she does that little kid thing of freak out with her balance.
Yep.
And her legs kick up a little bit, then slam down against your breastplate, and then
Okay.
her hands instantly lock on your ears.
Okay. That's
And she's doing that whole thing where she's crunched over your head, trying
Yep,
to get her
mhm.
balance, holding onto your ears,
yep.
and she has her eyes closed for a couple of seconds, and then she opens her eyes, and she's like, "I can see everything!" And she kind of looks down at him, and she looks down and says, "Hey!" And she's waving to all the kids down there, and the other kids are like waving up, and half of them are going, "My turn next!" And then she looks down and she's like, "Oh, no, see, Bobby, you said you had a toll in the tops of your head and you don't got one."
Oh my god.
Val is just confused.
One of the other boys is like, "Well, that's what Navy said when they hit me with the stick."
Oh, you shouldn't hit each other.
One of the other, a little girl comes running up and kicks him in the shins. "I didn't
Oh!
hit you with a stick."
Oh, please.
I hit you with a branch.
I hit you with a rock.
No, she kicks. "I didn't hit you with a stick. I hit you with a pipe."
A pipe?
I like these kids.
Dear
A
God.
lead pipe.
Oh,
Why?
Please-
Why?
hit each
Why are
other?
they hitting each other with pipes?
Penny like leans down by ear and says, "We don't got no visions."
It takes Utopia a hot second to figure out what she's trying to say. Well, maybe we could get you some so you don't hurt each other.
Well, she says, "Well, I mean, they're not very smart, so that's why they
I-
kind of hit and kick each other all the time."
I feel like being up here is giving Petty a superiority complex.
Pretty much.
No.
And-
No,
It is.
you don't say.
Absolutely it is. No one's been as
Utopia's
high
created
as
a
me.
monster.
but Sylvester says that we have to look out for the dumb ones like we look out for everyone else.
Val knows what that's like.
What?
Right,
Yeah, he
does.
does.
Right,
Val,
does
Val,
too.
Yeah, he
Val,
fucking does.
Val strangely relates. It's like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Kids make a lot of
Sylvester
sense.
says family means no one's left behind.
That's true. That's
Or
true.
forgotten.
Was waiting for it.
Yes.
You didn't do what I was gonna.
So,
Ohana means family. Family means nothing in Uno. Drop 4, bitch.
this is how I kicked the power cord out last time. I'm just warning everyone. All right, so she goes. Sylvester was in the super the thing
Supervision.
that thing. Sylvester was, but then we was not eating as good. So Sylvester went and got one of those things where you go away all day and you don't come back until night, and then you're all tired and you're grumpy, but you actually bring home some stuff and then we eat it.
A job. Sylvester got a job.
Oh, is that what it's called? I never want one of them.
They're not always fun, but they can be useful.
Yeah. So when Sylvester leaves, we get to do whatever we want.
And you're unsupervised.
Well, no, we're not unsupervised. We're not supervised.
That's the same thing.
She's like processing.
She's fucking dial-up noises.
This is the point I feel like Utopia goes, he's the smart one for us.
Well, does Sylvester need help with
Vince,
all
where
of
is
this?
Sylvester?
Probably at work. Well, I mean,
Where-
he got a better job the other day. Now he's cleaning up the messes.
That's
And the
good.
city's paying him much better. He says we might get a cake because last year's no one had a birthdays, so we're gonna get a big cake and everyone's gonna have the same birthday from now on.
That's very sweet of him. I don't have any kind of message thing. Do you, Val?
I do.
Yeah, we gotta
I'm
get,
gonna-
we
I'm
gotta
gonna
get
spend
the other
an
two
AP
in on
point,
this.
and I'm going to send a psychic message to Lex. Lex, where?
Sam's face.
Alright.
We're on our way back to the ship. We met with the Pearl, where we've got fighters.
Oh, we are very intrigued to hear about that conversation. But if you could meet us at the Sugar Shack, we've got another situation that we could use your assistance with.
Okay, yeah, well, that's not far from where we are. We'll head that way instead. And Lex just starts veering off in a different direction.
Leaving Drake behind.
It just starts like gesturing to Drake to follow.
Lex,
Like,
what's
great,
going on?
see you soon. And cuts the communication.
Apparently, they're very interested in the conversation we had with the Pearl,
Ooh.
but Val.
Oh, he did the mind thing. Got it.
Reach out and touch.
But apparently there's a situation over at the Sugar Shack. It's a candy store. So we're going there.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say either Utopia or Callie was left unsupervised.
We were there. It wasn't our job.
It wasn't me this time.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
All right. Do we want to take bets? Because I know who my bet's on.
No, I'm not taking a sucker's bet because it's a sucker's bet either way. I grew up. My whole thing was being bet on. You think I take a sucker's bet?
Do I look like a dumbass?
I don't know.
to you?
Do I look stupid? Don't answer that.
Don't answer that.
Do I look stupid?
It's like-
Don't answer that.
Don't answer that, or you get to meet my new axe. Not actually. Not actually going to use it on him.
No.
It's like,
And
It's like-
it's very clear to Drake that she'd be joking.
yeah, it's like, okay. No, I don't think I need to, but humor me.
So you guys were actually almost back to the spindle that your ship was on. So it just means cutting over like a couple of dockways over
Yeah.
to get to the Sugar Shack. So by the time you got the message, like maybe 5 minutes. So you make your way over there. You see that Utopia, yes.
Utopia at this point has a few children on her. She's
I was
got
about
one
to
on her
say.
shoulders. She's got a couple that are like climbing and like putting their little hands in like the gaps of her leg armor and trying to like hoist themselves up. There's like at least one who's trying to grab at like a sash that she has and like is trying to dangle off of that with another kid like pushing them up. She's just a jungle gym at this point, and she's not stopping them.
Val's leaned up against the wall, arms crossed, like very, very amused by what's happening. Just
She's
one of the kids like slides down off of your hip and hits the
Yep.
ground and goes over to another kid.
Oh.
No, he lands on his feet, hits the ground, lands on his feet, goes over another kid, and he looks at what happened? Bunch of the super,
oh,
like more than I ever did see.
Can
The other
Utopia
kids-
hear this?
Yeah, he's not. He's doing the whole
Yeah.
fucking stage whisper, and the other kid's like, "Where are they?" And the kid's like, "Her pouch."
Excuse
Val
me.
will
I didn't
lean down and
know.
say, "If
I
you'd
didn't
like
know
to."
even what to do. There was so many.
Val will lean down and get like in a friendly manner, and just get down on their level and say, "You will do absolutely nothing with that information
Oh,
because
The both
we're
the
right
kids-
here and we can hear you."
They both look up at you and they're like, "What's that?"
does it not work? Does it not work because he's already a dad? Utopia is going. She has. I feel like at least one kid is dangling off a hand at this point, so she's
Yeah.
got one hand
Oh
left.
no! I figure you have like your arms out and
Hold
like there's kids
Oh,
dangling
God.
up.
Lifting
You're in-
exercises with
you're in-
children.
You're in T pose.
Okay, she's gonna put one of the down. They're not gonna let go, so
There's
she's
not
gonna
just
be
one
like,
on each arm. There's like two.
okay, she's gonna politely be like, okay, I'll give you something if you let me have my hand back.
Like what?
Well, what's your favorite candy in there?
Like all of them.
I can get you all of them.
Because like let's go your hand. Let's go your hand so fast that they're literally we're dangling in midair and they
Oh
fall
my
like the
God.
2 feet down, hit on their feet, still kind of unstable, and fall on their
Yeah.
butt.
Okay.
I was just like, "Okay."
I feel
The
like
moment
Lex
Val
and
puts
Drake
your
just
Val, the moment you
stop.
put your hand on your forehead and you're not like reaching for the kids, both of them go.
Like,
Lex and Drake have just stopped and are like,
See two children
the
like
fuck?
running in 2 different directions away from Val,
like,
and it looks like Utopia's just thrown a child to the ground. They may be under attack.
yeah, I'm
they
gonna.
found a whole
I think,
passel of children.
I think I hedged my bet correctly.
Pretty much, yes.
Drake's just,
Callie
just gonna.
seemed to find them.
You seen Callie? She's sitting in
Called
front
it.
of the doorway to the candy shop. She's got a big bag and she's holding it up and she's like, one at a time, one, stop. And she's literally putting out a foot to push one of the kids back.
Hmm. I grew up in a group like this. There's always a leader.
Maybe the leader's the one still sitting on
Yeah,
Utopia's shoulders.
there's a little girl sitting on Utopia's head, and she's like, "No, you have to get down." She said, "Stop it, you. What are
That
you
one.
doing? No, get your hand out of there."
It's like, Val, everything go all right?
It's
Penny's-
going interestingly.
Occasionally, when Drake starts talking, Penny literally grabs your ears to try and turn you around to
Oh,
face Drake.
oh, hello. Hi, Drake. Hi, Lex. Ow.
You know? Penny's like, "Do we
Yes, they're very good friends of ours. They're other
Rats.
very good bulls.
wanted to see if I can make you?"
Oh, no!
That's not how this works.
It's like,
Penny is drunk with power.
it's like, huh. You know, this kind of takes me back to my old childhood saying all this.
Why does that suddenly make a lot of things make that much more sense?
There's plenty of words I would say right now, but there are children present.
It's never stopped
All
you
the-
before.
All the children who are nearby look up and go, "That means he wants to say fuck."
Oh, there's a lot worse things than that, but I like your style.
You're also not entirely wrong.
Callie has the largest group of children around, obviously.
Utopia's gonna take her pouch and go into the shop with Penny on her shoulders.
And
Like,
Pe-
watch
when you
watch
get into the
both
shop,
of your heads
yeah.
just
okay,
Yeah,
when
she's
you-
gonna like duck down.
and you
'cause
do
she's
have
already-
to, because
Yes.
depending on your shoulders, you like close to 8 feet tall. No,
Yeah.
9 feet tall. And
Yeah.
so yeah, you duck down, get Penny through the doorway, you come into the shop, and the guy is sitting there, and he's kind of like, and he looks up and he's like, "And what can I do for you?"
I'd like one of everything.
No, literally.
And Penny goes. Penny literally goes, "This is a stick-up."
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Val just burst out laughing. Just
It's not, sir. I'm so sorry.
Penny reaches down and tries to put her hand over your mouth, and she's like, "Give us everything you've got."
He's got a small hand. She's
I know, she
gonna
can't-
move her hand
doesn't even
away.
work.
Like, it's not that much work. She's like too
Penny
brave.
says, "Don't believe her. She's a simpleton and will do whatever I says."
Wow. This is a nicer version of me when I was their age. I
Say
would have had a
flashback.
knife.
I was just about to say, did Drake just stab people in the ankles?
No, just jump
He
up,
at least
jump
got
up in the
30.
shoulder position, knife to neck. You're gonna do what I say. You're gonna take me where I want to go.
again,
He's
the ways
probably
in
gonna
which that
pull
makes so
up
much
some-
sense out of everything.
Some money out of her pouch and be like, I'm not sure. I've been here before, but I'm not sure how much all the stuff they want will be, but I'll pay for it.
I just keep running tab.
Yes, that would be much easier.
Just let them know they don't feel it.
Okay.
Penny says, "Letting you."
Utopia's gonna show her one of probably platinum because that's easiest at this point. Because she's paying for all the kids.
Penny like takes the
shows-
platinum piece. She's
Yep.
like, "This is a super shiny. Get these."
So I
What do
have
you-
I have all of them.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, no, we found some of these.
Utopia's gonna
Did
tap
those
her
people
own
take
breath-
your super shinies?
No, she's gonna
We can go
tap her.
find them.
It's okay. I have
Yes.
not every single one that's ever existed,
Drake,
but
don't help.
she's gonna tap her own breastplate. See all of this? This is expensive too. I'm starting to
What's
realize
expensive?
this, and she points at her armor, costs a lot of those. And it's very old. And so that's probably made it cost more. But
What does it cost me?
oh my god, she's the worst person to ask that question.
Val
Yeah, I
pipes up. It means that she has to trade a lot of those super shinies in order to get the armor she's wearing.
How's
that
it
why-
feel, Utopia? How's it feel?
Is that why Sylvester makes us give him the shinies when we come home?
I'm
If
not
he's
sure if he's
probably-
making armor, but it's
Sylvester?
very valuable.
Probably trading the shinies for things like food, clothing,
Because when
things
we
like that.
we found all those super shinies, we got the new beds.
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
Mhm.
He traded the super shinies for beds.
It's just holding a platinum piece.
Yeah.
Says, "I want candy." She holds it
Yes.
out.
I could buy a bed with this. I want chocolate. I want caramels. I want.
I want the sour ones. I
She
want the
says-
sweet
she
ones.
looks at this. She says this out to you and says, "How many do I get for this?" And he says, like, and she says, "Okay."
Yes.
Says, "For me." Stops and she. What if I want a bunch of one? Points to these big old round chocolate balls. And he says, "What about those?" I probably that pretty get a pretty bag of them. Like enough for everybody to get one. Oh yeah. Okay, give me a big bag of those.
I like this kid.
Utopia's trying not to cry because she's like, "Oh shit, this is."
He's like he starts getting everything ready, and he starts counting out change back to her, and she says, "Why are you giving me?" It's a comp. Each one of different number, oh my god, how do you? Dial.
I have no idea. She doesn't know what the word expensive means.
Wait. He pulls out the platinum piece back out of the little registry he has. He puts it down. He's like, this one super shiny, you said? Yes. Down the counter. If you give me one super shiny and you ask me how many other shinies it makes, pulls out 10 gold pieces. Super shiny, 10 of these. Give someone a super shiny, you don't want anything else back but other shinies, get 10 of them. Because I don't like this game anymore. Can I just have my chocolate?
Mode.
And he says,
Maybe she won't be an accountant after all.
God, I hope not. Oh wait, different kind of accountant. Shit.
And he says,
No, that I meant like
Sam.
God damn
oh,
it.
God damn.
the normal kind.
Sam is
We do
banished.
not need to know. We do not need to know what they do when they get older. We are probably going to be dead by then.
Probably
maybe.
gonna be dead by then.
We're so
You might
optimistic.
You may-
You may.
he says,
Me probably.
So
Drake probably.
So he's kind of he hands her the. She actually is like, she starts climbing down off your shoulders,
I'm
and
gonna help her down so she
okay.
doesn't fall.
But instead of going to the floor, she stands on the counter.
Oh no!
don't
Utopia's
know
gonna pick her up
that.
and put her on the floor because
There's
shoes.
two like grubby little no shoes.
Yeah. Oh
No shoes.
no
There's
shoes.
two grubby
Feet,
little footprints
no!
print on the
Feet
counter.
on the- Utopia's gonna take her sash off and like start rubbing the
He's like,
spot.
it's fine. I'll clean it up. And he's just,
I'm
and
so
he's just, and
sorry.
she's like literally hanging on the edge of the counter, and she says she's got like one arm out, and she says, "I need my chocolates."
She's making grabby hands.
Yeah, no, she's just like extending the hand out, and he's like, he puts the bag in her hand, and she goes running outside. She says, "I have better candy than her," and points at Callie.
God,
I love it.
I love
Wow.
them.
So quickly, all the children descend upon her like a pack of piranhas on a dead cow. So.
God.
And naturally, it's not exactly a free trade thing. It's more of a giant wrestling match.
Utopia's gonna kind of go over and be like, "Well, excuse me, if you,
Let them sort it out. Trust
But-
me.
but I have a tab."
You just hear Callie go, And she just wades in and starts like shoving children aside. And she says, "You will not bite each other."
It's like,
Perhaps
Drake, I
Calvin has
opened a
more of a
tab.
knack for this than I thought.
of course, she
Drake,
is.
I
She got
opened
it
a
from
tab.
me.
They can get whatever they want. They don't have to fight over this one thing.
I have an idea, though, Captain. Unfortunately, I am going to need you to get to sign off on it.
This ought to be interesting. What's your idea, Drake?
They mentioned an individual named Sylvester that seems to be a caregiver.
Seems to be, yes.
You're gonna check that. She's gonna check the pocket watch, see how much time they have left.
Still about 6 hours.
You have about 6 hours. I want to meet them to see if my gut instinct is right.
And what exactly is your gut instinct, number one?
And this Sylvester, in some ways, is like myself.
I'm not sure how to feel about that, but go on.
They're putting themselves in harm's way and doing things, teaching them things so that they can take care of them. I think we have several avenues, considering we're going to be leaving the city and can't exactly take them with us. As much as Callie or Utopia might wish, we'd just be putting them in harm's way. I see two alternatives.
All right. And what alternatives might those be?
Utopia has friends in high places. But there's a second option.
Am I going to like the second option? Or are we going to like the second option, I should say?
That entirely depends.
Tell us.
As one who's worked with them before, the Pearls are very good with children. They make sure they're well taken care of, they make sure they have places to stay, and they try to teach them skills that they can use later on in life. It's not going to put them in danger. And often end up giving them jobs to where they can work and make a living. Nothing predatory, unlike some of the other organizations like the Rubies.
Val
Probably
will,
have something for this Sylvester too. Does need more men.
Val will turn to Lex. You've worked with them as well. Do you trust them?
If I didn't trust them, we wouldn't have gone to them for help. They did good by me. There was no reason. I was a fucking punk. No skills. One of their fighters saw me, and they took me into the arena.
Those are two options. While I am reticent to sign them over to an organized crime organization,
How is that any better than politicians?
on that we cannot disagree. And it is likely that they will learn more with the Pearl than they might with some of Utopia's friends.
Look at Utopia. Look how she turned out.
All right. How do we make this happen? How does this work?
Gotta get Sylvester on our side first, I would think.
If they're anything like me, I can talk to them. And I'm not talking like my usual talking.
And Val kind of smirks a little bit, and it's like, I'm gonna save that comment for another time.
Hey,
But-
at least you haven't seen my sweet talking.
We are thankful for that.
You should be.
We should find out where the Sylvester is and see what we can do about that. Okay.
I think I identified which one seems to be the leader in this little band of misfits, but perhaps you can verify it for me.
We're pretty sure it's the little girl that was sitting on Utopia's shoulders a few moments ago.
Does she have a name?
Utopia.
Yes, she's like holding another two kids. Like,
I'm just
The little
sitting
one
there holding them by like the heads.
well, like she's trying to scoop them, but they keep squirming and wriggling around, and she doesn't know how to handle kids. She doesn't want to
little one-
palm their heads.
They might
Ray,
not-
you're muted.
Oh no!
And half of them
And
have
Frozen.
chocolate smeared all over their faces, and they seem
Yeah.
to be vibrating in place.
Yes, right, absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna set them loose on a casino. It's gonna be great.
The little one that was sitting on your shoulders a moment ago, one that was holding your ears. What is
Yes.
her name?
Her name's Penny.
Penny.
Mhm.
Penny.
I'm trying to get the other ones to tell me their names, but I don't think they can hear me past the chocolate.
Yeah, they.
What was the name of her brother?
Oh shoot.
Do not remember.
I'll get it. I'll get it. But Utopia's trying to take these two into the shop.
They're just trying to get back to where all the candy they know is out. is.
You can have candy from in there too.
One of them looks at the other and they kind of like look at each other and go, "Yeah, talls," and then still trying to get out of your arms and get back.
But
Like-
I already paid for it. She's trying, and it's not
We,
working.
we don't think that they're going to listen.
Okay. Just gonna put him down.
Relax, Utopia. I have a way with children.
Do you?
This we have to see.
And he's just kind of like,
Jasper. Jasper's little brother.
Jasper.
just kind of go up and like sit kind of cross-legged. It's like, it was Penny, right?
Penny's sitting down on the curb now, beside her. She has Jasper on one side of her, who's standing there like this, and she has another boy on the other side of her, who's a little bit bigger than Jasper. Uh-oh. You guys hear me?
Fine. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OBS,
hear you.
OBS. I didn't touch anything, and OBS seems to be frozen. But give it a
Stream
second.
is frozen.
There it goes. It should
Oh,
come back.
There we go.
We're back up.
So Penny is sitting on the curb. She's got the bag of chocolates behind her. The children have formed somewhat of a queue, or like an angry mob. And but the Jasper and the other boy are standing beside either side of her, and she has been handing out one chocolate to each person, and then letting them, and then telling next, and they're going. The kids are kind of filing through and getting chocolates. You see that every single child that gets a chocolate instantly shoves it in their mouth and goes right back to the bin line. And Penny is just like sitting there, and Jasper and the other boy already have chocolate all over their mouths, so they've already obviously had some. And Penny's like kind of like doling out candy. You walk up to her and say, "Penny."
He's literally just gonna like literally just sit down cross-legged so that he is not standing.
Okay.
It's like, you're Penny, right?
He hands you a chocolate. You're supposed to go to the end of the line.
Oh, that's not why I'm here, though I do appreciate it. I'm Drake.
That's good. Takes the chocolate away from you. Eats it.
It's like,
You didn't eat it fast enough.
it's like, that's all right. It's like, you're doing a really good job taking care of them.
I'm not taking care of nobody. I just want more chocolates in there. I give them, I take.
I love her.
But you're
so
still trying to look out for them, aren't they? You want to make sure everyone's okay?
Yeah. Lester says that we've got to look out for all of us because we's gonna.
He's not wrong. Places like this,
I know you're not wrong.
from what I've been hearing, Sylvester sounds a lot like myself when I was that age. Grew up kind of like you guys are.
Oh, that's good, I guess. I mean, that means that you're gonna be tough and smart and be able to handle anything.
You're not wrong. And when I was your age, and a little bit older even, I was always trying to make sure that those around me had what they needed, that they were safe. I want to make sure you are all as well. I know I don't know any of you, but I grew up in a bad place. I know what it's like to go hungry, not have a roof or a bed to sleep in. Now I have a chance to change that.
She kind of stops handing out the candy, and she looks over her shoulder at you, because you basically had to sit kind of almost behind her.
Mhm.
All the other kids are cute. You can't move them.
They will
Yeah,
shove
no.
Drake over and be like, out of the way.
They will just start
Yeah, no
biting
skipping
and
the line.
pinching and scratching for all their work.
They will
Um,
murder Drake.
Death by 1,000 child scratches. But anyway, so she looks over her shoulder at you and she says, I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking with a lot of the words. But Sylvester's got a place for eat. So we've got a roof over our heads. I mean, it's someone else's floor probably, but it's a roof over our heads.
I
then we got 3 beds, and we got a bunch of blankets and sleep places. And then whenever one of us gets picked up and we get him put in the short jail, then we wait until the nighttime comes to get him out.
You look out for each other.
Yeah, because Sylvester says that the Talls aren't going to look out for nobody but other Talls, because we're so small they can't see.
Whereas that is partially true, that's not fully true.
Well, Sylvester's never lied to us before. I believe Sylvester.
That's kind of why I want to talk with Sylvester. As weird as it may sound, I want to prove that wrong. Because I actually do see you, and I do want to help.
She kind of grins, popping another chocolate in her mouth. Says, "You only see this because I messed up and I got caught, and then the lady didn't send me to the short jail. Said she got me candy, because she's weird, but that's okay because she's weird, not the bad weird that you're hide from."
She is. I've kept her out of a lot of bad situations, but
yeah, she wanders
that's-
around way too much, and if we hadn't chosen to save her by letting me get caught, then she probably would have gotten robbed by some bad.
It's more than likely, unfortunately, true. She is rather aloof at times.
I mean, the bully boys will thunk her on top of the head and take all of her stuff.
Yeah, we don't like them.
I
But-
mean, sometimes they're nice. If you give them some tinies, they'll.
This is true.
You just gotta know not to get in their way when they're working.
Thing is, what you said isn't true. Even if you hadn't met Callie, even if you, as you said, hadn't found her and gotten seen, I still would have seen you because once upon a time I was just like you. I had no one but friends my age, living kind of like how you do. Granted,
So you had
slightly
a family.
different. No.
I know.
Well, yes, but no.
Had like us and had a family.
Val is just standing there like,
It's like,
You had like us. You had a family because we have a family. And then when you get too tall, you have to go become part of a tall family because the tall families are different than the short families.
they don't have to be. It's different from place to place, but even when I was, as you said, a tall, I still took care of the, as you
Kinda
call
lets-
them,
Looks you up and
smalls.
down. I don't know lots of words, but I know was, and was means not anymore.
I am now, but I didn't always. I wasn't always.
Yeah, people go from shorts, best way, talls, dumb way.
I don't know. Can you shorts do this? He's literally going to go up to a wall and literally just walk up it, go to an undercrop, and literally be standing upside down.
Now he's just showing off.
Well, we could do that if we stole yours. You gotta
Well?
sleep sometime. And now we know you have magic slippers because that was a off.
It's like, who says it's all in the feet?
If it's not all on the feet, then we'll leave you alone because you're a weirdo and that's bad.
Thing is, I know people who are like myself. They don't like seeing people. How do I put it in a way that's going to be more easily understood? They don't like seeing people live like I used to live. I don't like seeing people live how I used to live.
Well, then why you keep on looking at everyone's business?
Because it's as you said, The talls don't see, the talls don't care.
Yeah, but that's better for us because
But that's not going to be everywhere. There are some talls who take enjoyment out of doing some very bad things.
yeah, and those talls are really easy to see. They sit around, they glare at people from the dark, and they sneak up on you when you're trying to not to be looking. We don't go out at night because night's very bad. That's when the really bad talls are always out and doing stupid stuff, like stealing from each other and from going down the docks and taking stuff off of the ships when they're not supposed. We can go down the docks and we can just walk onto a ship because we're shorts and no one notices us. We can take whatever we want because we're shorts and no one notices us. So it's not
Tell
like
you
when
what.
the talls do it. Talls do it. They're mean.
And do you really think all talls are just going to ignore you?
Oh no! A lot of talls come looking for. Get mad when we take some stuffs, like when we take the stuffs that's then we get really good food because we got the good stuff. But then we just hide.
Not quite what I mean. Do you
Fine.
really think all talls don't care? They don't see you?
Well, Sylvester says that when they become a care, but they know that they can't come back when they're.
Well, what if I just so happen to know a place where that wasn't entirely true? Where you could all still see each other, you could all have a good roof over your head, everyone could have a bed?
She literally gets a look on her face that seems like scorn, and she says, "Oh, now you're gonna take us to magic."
I'm serious. I've been to Magic Lands. This is far from it.
Every time some tall comes down and starts talking to us, trying to talk to Sylvester about us, on saying the same things that they want to take us where we're safe, and they're going to take us where calls can come once, and they take us as pets.
Adoption.
And
I
then-
know that very well.
But if
That's not
even-
what I'm trying
But
to
they say
do.
even if we don't get taken as pets, that they're going to keep us living in the boxes, and then we'll be safe. But then we have to live in boxes.
Yeah, trust me, I know what that's like. That's not what I'm doing here. I've lived that life, and it's hell. Because you're stuck with talls who don't care. That's not what I'm trying
See,
to do.
no,
here.
no, no. See, you just did the thing. What is it called? Lester says it all the time when he's arguing with. Oh, you proved the point. Because you say there's talls that still don't care.
There is.
So, and you
But
said
that's
that they're
not
going to be
everyone.
there too. So if they're in the place with the boxes, why do we want to go to the place with the boxes when we have
Because-
nothing but shorts around us and they all care?
Because what I'm talking about isn't the place with the boxes.
Oh wait, yeah, it's Magic Land. Says,
These are
she
the
looks,
kind of people
Tommy,
that
I can count to 10. This is your 9th time through the line. You're gonna die.
Why don't you let me help? Why don't you let us help? And we will snap our fingers and cast familiar, and Inari will just
Let's
It's
fucking go.
in front of all of the children.
Inari pops up, and Penny fucking squeals and tackles Inari.
No,
And she's like, "Oh my god!" And she's like this Penny smearing chocolate into Inari's coat as she's petting Inari.
would have warned you that was going to happen.
She's like,
Yeah.
"It is so fluffy!"
It's so fluffy. I'm gonna
die.
Penny,
She's doing that
Tell
thing where
you
she
what.
like sticks her face into the coat and she's nuzzling her. Chocolate everywhere.
we'll be able to get that out. It's fine.
And Ari's just looking up at you with this sad please.
Father, what have you done to me?
And in your
I-
head you
well-
say, just
Father,
Penny,
Father, I
It-
crave violence.
Tell you what. I'll make a bet with you.
She looks up and her face is got like a nari fur all stuck in the chocolate, all in it, and she's like, it's covered in. Like,
Worth it.
what? And she goes like this. I'll put that.
Let me talk. It's like, if I can talk with Sylvester and see what he thinks. If he decides it's best for you all to not show you all the place I'm talking about and have you all stay there, I will give him enough funds so that he can get you all a bed.
Because I don't see why you can. If you want to talk to Sylvester about all this stuff, you can talk to Sylvester. I don't know. I don't know what is going on, but I know that I've had a lot of chocolate, and I think I'm good.
Where can I find him?
Because he is cleaning the rubble off of the third quay.
Lex, do you know where that is?
Yeah.
All right.
All right then.
I am going to take everyone and she grabs Cassie by the hand and this one for keeping her.
We'll need her back.
We're gonna need her.
We're gonna go get food now because she has the monies.
Okay, you guys go get food. We're gonna go talk to Sylvester.
Because when you eat this chocolate.
No.
And just to be safe, when no one's really looking, he's just gonna summon the little sticky black ball and just quickly flick it onto,
Penny?
the upper back of Callie's collar.
Callie's collar. You're
Yeah.
tracking Callie.
Fair.
Do you mind if I go with them just in case? If
No, that's probably a good idea.
I just want to make sure all of them eat.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like this holding this.
Oh my god.
She bought a platinum piece of fine chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh god!
And the thing
They just ate like 9 to 10 Ferrero Rochers.
And the thing is, with the Utopia, she's like, "Oh, it's the penny candy store. That's not even that much stuff." Like, yeah, she's having a fucking. She's like now she's. It's sinking in. It's
Like when I
sinking
say
in.
he gave them a bag, I'm not talking one of those nice little white paper bags.
No.
I'm talking like an HEB or a
Yeah.
Kroger paper bag full of
Yeah.
fucking chocolate
God.
Yeah,
to like 12
Yeah.
kids.
yeah,
It's like
yeah. They're gonna be in a chocolate coma soon.
No, they're gonna be
Yeah.
puking soon.
Oh god.
Val.
You have fun with that.
I think me and Lex can handle the talk with Sylvester. If you want to stay with them, I just have no idea how we're going to message you when we're done.
Which is why I'm coming with you.
All right.
That's why we're coming.
It's like, oh, Utopia, just stick near Callie and we'll be back.
I don't want to leave anyone alone in this state.
And
so yes.
he'll literally show
We'll
he'll
find you.
literally just show the mark that looks like the compass on his hand.
Oh,
It's like, I'll find you.
We'll find you.
that's so neat.
Don't get separated.
I won't.
The kids in Cali are already like half a block.
Well, Utopia can still see them. She's going after them.
Be safe.
So
Yes.
the third quay, if you take the spindle and go north, it's divided in what they call quays, and quays are like every quarter of the turn of the clock is a quay, and so like whatever docks are between the first and the midnight and 15 after, whatever docks are in between that's quay 1, quay 2. So quay 3 is kind of like on the other southern edge of the spindle from where you are. And so if you go around to there, you go to quay 3, you can probably find Sylvester working there. Probably cleaning up rubble or something. That was.
Yeah.
Well, it takes you about 25-30 minutes to walk over to there. Scopia, while you're chasing down Callie and the kids, there's a line from "It became a regular Arfo."
Oof.
Ooh.
as children who are walking with Callie begin to get green in the gills and run over to like some of the the deck, like there's greenery out here, like potted plants and stuff like that and shrubs and everything like that. They run over to the shrubs and begin puking into the bushes uncontrollably as they have eaten ungodly too much sugar and ungodly too much chocolate in general. But most of them stand up and go, I feel better. Is there any more chocolate?
No.
No more chocolate until everybody eats actual food.
And Callie's like, I think that's a pretty good idea.
And I mean any kind of food you want. It doesn't have to be the normal food you get. It can be as many shinies as it costs. Just actual food, please.
And Callie's
Because if they get rancid street meat and they start throwing up again, I swear to God.
Callie looks at Penny and says, what do you guys like to eat? And she says, and she looks around and she's still kind of green in the gills herself. She hasn't actually puked chocolate as the others did. But she's kind of green in the gills. She looks around and she says, well, meat on a stick is good. And Callie's like, on a stick. I'm pretty sure it's exactly what it sounds like.
Penny, is there anywhere that you've looked in the window, like the candy shop, and you want to eat there, but you didn't have enough shinies for it?
Oh no.
Well, if we find places like that, we just go out back to the dumpster.
You don't have to go to the dumpster. We can go into the front, and you can get whatever you want.
Oh no. Oh no.
They will let me in the front, and I can get whatever everybody wants.
They'll let you in the front with her.
Yeah.
We're not there.
I know.
She basically goes, okay, I will stay and do the thing you say you do. So let's go try it.
Okay.
She begins purposely walking across the way.
Okay.
Alright. So, this Drake or Lex, Drake, and Val. You guys get over to the third quay, and there's a lot of broken up rubble here and everything like that. And you can see there's 2 or 3 work crews the area up, mainly just getting the rubble moved out and cleared out of the walkways and everything like that. And there's one crew that is working with a wagon that's like loading the wagon up and taking it away and dumping. And so, but as you walk up, you look around, you see that the work crews are made of like all kinds of, from young, old, some of them look like they could be merchants, some of them look like they're just regular dock workers for this, but it's like all ages, all shapes, all.
Well, Drake's trying to use his new keen sense and also his knowledge of what it's like to live, well, like they do, to try to look through each one, look at how they stand, look at their hands, look at their faces, try to see if he can identify which one is more than likely Sylvester.
While he's doing that, is there anyone who looks like they're in charge?
Oh yeah, there's a couple of different people who seem to be in charge of the work crews.
Drake's doing calculus, and Lex is like, which one of them is Sylvester?
I'm gonna go to the closest person who looks like they're in charge of one of the work crews.
All right, you see
Val
one,
will
Drake's like,
you see one of the
running the numbers,
you
the
see
formula.
one of the work crews has someone who is visibly telling people what to do. Telling no. You need to clean the road first, then we can call a wagon over and start loading. Don't bring a wagon over here; it's just gonna clog up the street while we try and get this out of the way. So as you walk up to them, what do you say?
she'll kind of wave to get their attention first. And she'll be like, I'm looking for a kid named Sylvester. You happen to know where he might be? We heard he was in this quay somewhere.
And Drake, can you roll me a D20?
Yes. All right. I'm not using the Nutcracker for obvious reasons.
Bum, bum, bum.
That is a 15.
I'm basically using a spin-off of your tracker ability to identify your quarry. So you're kind of like trying to identify someone who fit the description of someone who would hang out with little kids all the time.
We'll also look into things like, okay, if they've been working physical labor, they're obviously going to show signs of it. However, if they've also been living in the streets, their body's probably going to be more lank. Clothes are probably going to be in less good form.
So you asked someone. You asked for Sylvester, Lex.
Yes, yeah. She basically asking like, do you know where he is? Like, do you know which one of these guys is him?
Guys, the person you talked to says, I just got to sign these folks in the morning. I have a real duty roster. Everyone who shows up gets silver for that. That's all I know. But what do they look like?
The kids didn't. I don't think told us what
Not
he
a
looked.
single one.
No.
Just like kids, they know what he looks like, so that's all. They know what they look like, but that's all that's important.
Yeah.
You should be able to read their mind.
Of course.
So, they're looking at you, waiting.
Nah, the person we spoke with didn't give us a description, unfortunately. And she'll kind of like look over, knowing that Drake's like inspecting everyone.
So Drake, you rolled a 15.
Probably find him.
Yes.
You're looking everyone over, and you see one person in the work crew not the work crew you're standing around, but the work crew like on the next project over. One person stands out, not because they look, not because they're like scrawny or skinny, but because they're obviously wearing a heavy like sweater. Not even a sweater, it's like a heavy work shirt that's probably 2 sizes too big for them. They have a floppy hat pulled down over their head. They've got gloves on. They're wearing these pants that are held up by a rope tied off, and they're wearing boots that when they take steps, the boots like flop around on their feet. Everything they're wearing is mismatched and oversized, whereas everyone else seems to be in proper gear, and everyone is in work gear. They're like, heavy canvas pants, heavy canvas shirts, stuff that's not gonna, if you drop a rock on you, it's not gonna, the rock's not gonna tear up the clothing. Like it's almost like light grade armor for doing this type of work,
Yeah.
And they're wearing heavy work gloves. So, but this person is just doing the same thing everyone else is doing, heaping rocks and moving things out of the way and everything like that. The other thing you notice is that every time they're not actively participating with someone where they have to look up, they're always looking down, and they keep on pulling their cap down over there.
Yep. Drake recognized that. It's the look of they don't entirely want to be like identified. It's like, so he'll actually just give just looking like to just give like 2 taps in the eye to kind of indicate I got him.
So what are you gonna do?
He's gonna walk over, and if they're trying to lift something, he's gonna just give them the hand.
They grunt in acknowledgement of you helping them out, and it's just like a kind of large piece of work, and you guys drag it over to the pile and drop it, and then they turn around, they go walking off and try and start picking up.
It's like question.
Stop and turn around. They're looking down, their hats hiding their face. They're only about 5'2".
It's like I know you're busy, but can I have a moment of your time real quick?
Page stamp.
I know, which is why I'm willing to pay you for your time. Just hear me out.
Money for.
Well, I did tell the little ones if I lost the bet, this was all theirs to help pay for the beds. And he's literally just going to hold out a few platinum pieces.
They take off their gloves. See them shove the gloves into the shirt. They reach out with their left hand for the platinum pieces. And as they do, they grab your hand by the wrist and they come up and there's a knife under your chin.
Hmm.
What did you do
Clever.
with my family?
It's like I'm not
You're
here to
looking
harm
down
them
into
or
the
you.
face of about a
It's like I'm not here to harm them or you. That's because I've been in your shoes before. I've done exactly what you're doing now. And there's one thing you should know if you're going to threaten someone. There's going to just be a sound of a click, and if she looks down, his pistol is out. It's like, I know what it's like to live in your shoes. I'm reaching out to help. I understand why you're afraid. And I'm here to tell you, as he's then going to take it and put it away, that if I was here to harm them or you, you wouldn't have seen me coming.
They're looking at you. Lex, what are you doing while this is happening?
Lex is probably like come relatively close and is just kind of. Would I be able to see that like Drake's pistol is out?
Yeah, the pistol. Yeah, I mean he's concealing as best he can, but he
Yeah.
got it
Which,
out.
knowing that
You
he's
more or
still-
less you see him put it away more than having it out.
Yeah, but knowing that he had it out, there's not he wouldn't
And
take
that they
that with
suddenly
a
went
kid.
body to body, basically.
Yeah. So Lex is just kind of it's the like I'm keeping an eye on you, but she doesn't like go to grab any of her weaponry. It's
How
she's
tall
moved
is-
closer.
Drake is
Lex is-
tall, right?
Drake is about 6'1".
And Lex is how tall?
Lex is like 6'6".
Yeah. So at their height, they can't see over your shoulder, so they kind of look past you a little bit, and they see Lex. They look at you.
It's like, he's just going to put an arm out. It's like, I've got this. It's all right.
And they literally, the knife disappears. It goes down the shirt. Whatever they did, I'll work.
No. They didn't cause any harm. Trust me. There's a reason I'm talking to you now. Like I said, I know what it's like to be in your shoes.
She looks down at her fucking boots. She looks up at you and she's, I don't.
And he's quite literally just going to roll up his sleeve to show the tattoos and the marks. The difference is, my path is a lot darker. And I've done a lot more things that I would rather you and the ones you're looking after not have to go through.
Hey. Are?
Right now, knowing Callie and knowing Utopia, we're getting food. Callie and Utopia already bought them candy. Pretty sure they
I probably threw up by now.
probably because they ate too much. Last we checked, they had an entire bag of those like chocolate balls the size of coins.
Yes, we're glad we were not there to see the vomiting.
Carnage.
Mm.
And I know carnage.
The girl stops and she says, "Take me."
All right.
You're in
Fair
luck then.
enough.
To make sure that my friend didn't wander off and get lost, he's quite literally just going to summon the little thing. You can find him with this.
Nice. Parlor trick.
I got you covered.
Let's go ahead and do you this time because we went a little bit. Break. Let's take a 10-minute break and get some. I need something. And so we will get a drink and we will be back in 10 minutes, guys. Thank you very much.